this computer. Okay. Welcome to
Welcome to
Merge It.
Merge It.
Merge It.
I am Shanti.
I'm Netta. And this Merge It, this channel is our mission statement is about a healthy and a respectful open conversation between two friends, learning to understand ourselves and the world around us by creating a non judgmental community through unconditional love and honesty.
Yes.
Yes. So,
Thank you
welcome
all
everyone.
for being in our channel. So now I would like to start up with how we met and how we got started.
Yes. So, that will give y'all the background of this channel. So, my name is Netta, and this is my friend Shanti, and this is Merjit. And Shanti and I met through a coaching group for women to own their power. Okay. So, you know, we just connected. We were on a chat, we were on Telegram, because that's where the group was based. And I just started like connecting with different women. Shanti said something about cutting her hair off, and I was like, oh, okay, sis, because I just cut my hair off like during the quarantine and I like the color of my hair. And I was like, do it. And she was like, yes, I'm with it. And I was like, okay. We messaging. Don't know her from a hole in the wall, but I was like, okay, hair off. And then we just connected like that. Come to find out, Shanti is a yoga teacher. What was I doing? I just graduated from my yoga teacher certification. So I was like, okay, so two yogis too? No hair, don't care, and we're yogis. So why not? And from there we clicked. And she's all the way on the West Coast and I'm all the way on the East Coast. So
Yeah. East Coast, West Coast. What?
right.
We're merging East Coast and West Coast together.
Merge it.
Boom.
Exactly.
Heart.
So we decided to make this a channel because we have a lot to say and to talk about and wisdom to share. So Shanti, you could take the platform.
Okay, so when Netta reached out to me and we were figuring out what we wanted to do because we're both lost souls right now, trying to figure out the direction of our lives. And she wanted to have a channel, and I wanted to do a YouTube channel, which, by the way, I'm very shy about, and I'm very camera shy. But the fact that I do have someone like Netta who is very encouraging, I asked her if she was willing to do a podcast via YouTube, and she was very into it. I was trying to find the right word. But anyway, she was really into it. So this is here we are engaging. And by the way, I just want to let you guys know that we know nothing about each other than she's a yoga instructor and she's a lost soul like I am. So throughout our videos, you're going to learn about us, and I'm going to learn about her, and she's going to learn about me. We're going to talk about the most random things in life, from things that we learned about ourselves to the most random conversation, to your binge watching show, to what book are you reading? Who knows? We'll see where it takes us. So, like we said, our mission is to create a community. And right now it's Netta and I who are our own community. And we would love for you to join us in our conversation by engaging, messaging us on the messaging comments and let us know your thoughts. And we appreciate your support for it. So, Netta, what is your intention for us starting this merge it?
So I already have like my own YouTube channel and platform. So when you asked me about doing this channel, I was like, okay, cool. It's good to collaborate and to learn from someone else that you don't know and who may not have the exact same views as you. Because you can learn whether you agree or not, but you just respect one another. And just to create that community, and I just feel like it's very imperative now. I think it's been imperative that we are to listen to one another, actively listen, but also speak up and speak your truth. And I just love it. We're both women. You like to call us lost souls. I feel like we still discovering. um, but for people who are on their path and their life's journey, and just we all just feel like they have to get something right or do something a certain way, and I'm just learning as I'm growing in a new chapter of my life. Like, I don't need permission from anyone to create the life that I want or to live. And I feel like as women, we give our power away a lot. And I feel like there are societal narratives. So when you said this, I was like, okay, so we empowering women, and then we're empowering humanity. And when we add value to others, we add value to ourselves. And whether this is just something that someone watches and they hear something that resonates and it's a pick me up for them, I'm good with that. So yeah, I said yes. I do.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I agree with that because, and as much as she said, it is for women, there are also men out there who can't seem to speak their truth because of being judged for being too feminine, for expressing their thoughts. Please join us too. There's no gender, there's no color in this. It's just like she said, it's respect and understanding for one another. And with that, it's actually, I just lost my thought. it's it's having expressed your thought or your truth to one another, and yet still respecting it even if you do not agree with them,
Mhm.
because that's what we are as human beings, is to love one another unconditionally, even when our difference, or our we don't agree with one another. Still respect and love each other. It might
Yeah,
be hard. It is a practice. And that's what we always say in yoga. It's a practice every day.
every day.
Merge it. Exactly.
Right. So I agree with Shanti all the way. And I'm glad I'm on this platform because this shows a different side of me. Not saying that I don't show my true self, but I just feel like there's just been a lot of growth. And it's just I just had a lot of things that been coming up and wanting to say, feeling. And sometimes I wasn't able to articulate my emotions. And through yoga, I'm able to allow them to flow through my body, if that makes sense for some. Um, and just being on this platform with someone who can understand that and respect it, you know, that that goes a long way, you know. Um, and I'm just looking forward to where this channel goes and to our growth and our transformation. And yeah. and to speaking to y'all and look, seeing y'all messages and following up with y'all as well. So, yes.
Absolutely. As much as we are doing this for ourselves, we are doing it for everyone out there who is afraid. Because, not gonna lie, I too am afraid, feel afraid, and that's why we're here. We want to speak our truth and share with the world. And again, it might not land correctly to most, but we would still want to hear from you because we want to understand that. Because not everyone will understand the path that a person is going through unless it is expressed so that we can empathize with one another and have the compassion to understand.
Right. I totally agree. Um, yeah, I can't even follow up after that because that's just it right there. That's just it. And also, I just hope that this channel also brings healing in some type of way, healing and expansion. Because you don't want to get stuck in that whole healing phase. Healing and expansion in some form of transformation to where you like, we give y'all a few ahas, and y'all y'all feel good.
Like
Or y'all like,
moments.
yeah. So, you know, yeah.
Yes,
And
definitely.
this is from the heart. So we love it. This is from love.
Yes.
Yeah,
So this is us, wait, from us to you and you to us.
exactly. Exactly. So, Ashanti, do you want to give them a quick background about who Shanti is? Or,
Ooh. Okay. So I am a yoga instructor and I have been teaching consistently inconsistent for almost 5 years. I do my best to be a good teacher, and on my when I'm not teaching yoga, I work in sales. Uh-huh. And it's been an interesting journey since I moved to Sacramento from LA. I it was then I it's an eye opening. I learned or still learning about myself, self growth, the things that bugs me down, like how self centered I can be, how codependent I am. I come from an alcoholic family, and how I get in my head a lot. And those things I have learned to not necessarily push down, but bring it out to heal it so that I don't have to feel that way and I don't have to judge myself that way because and feel that I'm not good enough for I don't want to say everything, but majority of the things that I've lived through my life, it felt like I was worthless.
mm,
And it's a difficult feeling to have. And this is why I wanted to do this videos. And I'm so happy for Netta for joining me because we get to be raw with you and express our feeling about our experience in life and that you're not the only one who's struggling out there because I've always felt that way. I felt like everything that I felt, everything that happened to me only happens to me and nobody else. See how self-centered I am? And it's it's been a struggle, but at the same time it's fulfilling to learn about it and heal it and use tools like yoga and breathing and what do you call it? Introspection, going inward, and that's that's where I'm at.
Okay. Oh,
I'm
thank
not
you,
gonna tell you
Shanti.
everything, 'cause then we won't have other channels to record later.
Thank you, Shanti. You for being authentic and in the middle of it. I want to say, girl, you all right? But are you okay? Are you how you feel? You okay? Okay.
I'm
So,
good. Thank
um,
you.
yeah, that's where we gonna be raw. So,
Yeah.
thank you,
So how
because
about you?
I know that feeling, and I was at that point at one time in my life, but it still comes up. Um, so me, Netta, um, I'm a yoga teacher, an intuitive coach, a speaker, and a writer. So I'm integrating. I'm going through an integration, and I'm an all around creative. But who I am a lover and a fighter combined. My background, I'm from New York. I came, my old story, my narrative was, I was really wounded. I had abandonment issues, just stuff that I had to heal. I had codependent tendencies. Um, in my past, I had sexual trauma, things of that nature. And I had to learn how to love myself, learn what self respect is, and self care. Um, and following my heart. For a long time, I lived like under somebody's rock and under other people's control, and then would have resentment because it's like you're controlling me. I played the victim and didn't realize just because you've been victimized does not make you a victim. And I had to learn own your power, sis. Have some spiritual gifts, so I just felt like spirit was just guiding me to wake up to my power. Um, and And to be wrong, honest, like when I first started my business, I was on a ego trip, even though it was from the heart. But I felt like where the self worth came in was I was trying to make people see me, to see, oh, I am worthy. I'm going to do this and I'm going to get this done and I'm going to show and prove to you because you ain't seen my worth. When all this time I never had to prove nothing because I won. I exist. I love myself. If you love yourself and you have that self respect and you learn to be selfless and have that balance, you already won. You come from love. You already won. And I just felt like I had this mindset of I have to show and prove. And then I was judging and victimizing my own self. So definitely understand where Shanti is coming from. And when those things come up, if I can't jump into a chaturanga or downward facing dog, I write or learn mindfulness, um, or scream or I cry. And that's real talk. Or I listen to music and I shake it out and I dance it out. So I'm not going to tell you everything about me either right now, but that's what it is. And don't think that you're the only person going through that because I had to learn, like, sis, you actually doing a little better, a lot better than a lot of people out there. So you tell your story and you show other people, like, there is a way. There is a light at the end of the tunnel and there is a light within you, then you can help someone. So
Hmm.
yeah, that's
Yes.
another.
Thank you, Netta, for sharing. And it's
Yes.
actually great to actually learn something about you. because as much as we've known each other for probably what, a month or so,
Yeah.
this is probably the most conversation we've had about each other. We message each other via text every now and then, see how each other is doing, but this is actually, like we said, this is how you're going to learn about us, and this is how she's going to learn about me, and how I'm going to learn about her. And so,
Yes. Yes.
so this is the real talk with Margit.
Exactly. And tell me if you agree, Shanti, like especially in the climate that we're in, there's no reason why people who are different or who may look different, sound different, talk different, think different can't come together. Like she's on the West Coast, I'm on the East Coast. And like she said, we text, every once in a while and Zoom every once in a while. And we act like we knew each other for years sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, I do feel like there's a soul connection, but we just have this respect for one another and we're
Mhm.
open to listen to each other. So
Yeah.
I'm not understanding sometimes, why we as a whole, as humanity, just can't set aside our differences just for a moment to say,
Mhm.
hey, let me listen to that for a second. Even if you think it's bull crap, let me just listen to it because maybe I'll learn something and, or just I give you respect and acknowledge you.
Mhm.
So, yeah,
Yeah.
I just want to
No,
say
I
that.
do agree with that. It's for us. It's like planting the seed in your heart so that you can figure it out yourself to where you need improvement, because that's where Netta and I came from. It's like we knew we get tired of being tired. We get tired of the bullshit of the people that hurt us. Okay, that's victimizing. But the point is, you played a part in that story. It's not a one-way street, it's a two-way street. So I did my part, and if you heal that part of you and realize it, then you're doing something about your life. It's not always flowers and candy. Like she said, she journals, she writes, or she cries, or she dance. And I do the same thing. I bawl in the shower because you don't have to wipe your tears. It's just right there. Eh, you know, magic. But
Yeah.
yeah, so feel free to join us, express your what you believe your truth is, and we'll go from there.
Yes. So, again, thank you. Leave your comments below. We want to hear from you. What topics do y'all want us to talk about, or that, I want to say intrigued, but I'm going to just leave it right there and stop talking.
Yes, your interest and
Your
what you want
interest.
to dig deep within yourself that Netta and I can also, you know, relate to, and we'll we'll share with you. But thank
Okay.
you so much. We appreciate the support.
Yes.
Until next time. We should have a catchphrase, huh? Other than merge it at the beginning.
Or Well, this is trial and error,
Yeah.
everyone. So we're just gonna get it together while we're
And
live. So we should just end with like, thank you, merge it.
perfect.
So
All right.
yes, thank you guys. We see y'all soon. Love y'all. Peace.
Love you.